Sudah lama aku dengar dan aku baca, ada suatu negeri di mana semua orang sama di depan hukum. Tidak seperti di Hindia ini. Kata dongeng itu juga, negeri itu memasyurkan dan memuliakan kebebasan, persamaan dan persaudaraan. Aku ingin melihat negeri dongengan itu menjadi kenyataan. Pramudia Anantatur. Those words realize me how hard to live in Hindia Belanda era as pribumi. There are racisms for pribumi from Belanda Totok and Peranakan. And also, there are social status classifications. As pribumi, they have to dress like what they have to dress, wearing dasar and do not use shoes as their footwear. Pribumi were prohibited to dress like what Europeans would dress. Hello everyone, I'm Erlin Apriyani. Today I'm going to talk about a book by the title Jejak Langkah that is written by Pramudia Anantatur. This book explains how Minka fought the government and helping pribumi to get their right as a human. When I read this book, I felt what Minka felt because we have the same background as a Japanese and we have the same tradition like we have to do as a Japanese. But sometimes I think that we have the way we are thinking. I would like to focus on the part when Minka's mother visited him in Betawi. As we can see on page 74, Bunda was saying that she was grateful because Minka was dressed like how Japanese were dressed. However, Minka said that he was forced by the school's rules, and he also said, "Apa memang begitu penting jadi Jawa, Bunda?" If those words were mentioned in this era, it could be the root words to be said. As a Japanese, I'm proud to be one. Also, there are many rules that we have to do as a Japanese, but being Japanese is something special. It also happened to Bunda. She was so disappointed and sad to the Minka responses, because it shows that Minka isn't reflected as a Japanese anymore. In that era, being a Japanese or pribumi means to be nothing. Pribumi will get racism and should respect to the Peranakan and Belanda Totok. Besides the way they dress, pribumi also prohibited to speak in Belanda language. They have to speak in Melayu. Minka, as a modern human, he hates that. He didn't like toward the social status classification. He hates that he was forbidden to dress like what Europeans would dress. If I was Minka in that era, I would do the same thing, because he wants to fight for his right as a free man. In addition, Hindia is pribumi's land. Why pribumi are getting oppressed by people that are not come from Hindia? It is also reflects me as a Japanese. I also ever felt what Minka felt. I got racism from my friend, but it has a different context racism. When I hang out with people from different tribes, especially those who come from the urban city, I got racism from them. They say that I'm not improper to say gue. Moreover, they say that my letter B and G are still looks heavy to be pronounced when I speak in Bahasa. It made me shy and unconfident to speak in Bahasa because they rarely mock on my Japanese accent before. According to my problem, I think that this implies there is social status classification. As we know, Indonesia has so many tribes that has different language and accent. Why don't people realize and accept the differences? I hope people will be kind, spread love, accept differences, and respect others, because diversity makes unity. Thank you.